Spider-Man No Way Home, the fourth MCU film of the year, is set to be released on December 17th, 2021, and is one of the most anticipated movies of 2021. And now with 4 months to go until the film's release, Marvel has finally released a trailer for the film. We can finally say for sure that No Way Home explores the multiverse. Marvel has been preparing the MCU multiverse for years. Sony has been desperate to attach its SPUMC, or Sony Pictures Universe of Marvel characters, to the MCU. And the Spider-Verse is a great way, if not the only way, to do it. While Loki served as the launching point for the multiverse, Spider-Man No Way Home will be the MCU's first multiverse film, with Doctor Strange helping Spider-Man patch up the massive multiverse problems most likely made possible due to the chaos started by the events of Loki. Doctor Strange and Peter have now opened a world where multiple villain variants can interact with one another. While many theories are generated across the fandom, a lot of us are now questioning whether the MCU is lining up the arrival of the Sinister Six, a villainous group comprised of characters from the world of Spider-Man. And we may have just got our answer. So far, eagle-eyed fans have spotted a handful of these characters in the trailer. We've got the Green Goblin's Pumpkin Bomb, a Sandstorm representative of Sandman, Electro's Lightning, and a very obvious Dr. Octopus. And some people believe they hear the scream of what could be Lizard. And do you think we'll get to see Vulture appear in this film? You bet. In addition, we've already known for months that Alfred Molina will reprise in his role of Dr. Octopus from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, while Jamie Foxx will return with the character of Electro from 2014's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Many of us assume that these returns have been made possible by the inclusion of the multiverse. So does this trailer release mean that we'll be seeing the film release on time? Well, we're supposed to see 2 more MCU movies in theaters before No Way Home launches. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings arrives on September 3rd, with Eternals following on November 5th. Unlike Black Widow, the remaining MCU films will not launch on Disney Plus Premier Access. There's no question that No Way Home would have topped $1 billion at the box office before the pandemic. Yet, the worsening health crisis will make that a challenging target. Let's take a look at Sony's first comic book movie of the year, Venom: Let There Be Carnage. This film was more recently slated for release in September 2021, and has been pushed to mid-October now. Its first trailer released in early May. That is almost 4 months away from the early release date, which is cutting it close for marketing such a big film. Of course, this film is an exception since it was delayed by almost a year from its initial October 2020 release date. Much to our dismay, if you look close into the Venom 2 trailer, you would observe that it doesn't have a release date in it. Instead, Sony tells the audience the film launches in theaters this fall. So we can only say that if Venom is delayed anymore, then No Way Home could just as easily be delayed. Will Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield join Tom Holland in Spider-Man No Way Home? Ever since the first hints of the multiverse in the MCU began to emerge, and with the success of Sony's Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, fans have been looking forward to the 3 live-action Spideys to cross paths. With villains from Sony's non-MCU Spider-Man flicks, Jamie Foxx and Alfred Molina on board, there's at least 1 villain each from both the Mark Webb and Sam Raimi timelines. Fans are now, more than ever, expecting Spider-Man No Way Home to bring back the previous versions of Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. One recent idea mentioned is that when Dr. Octopus says, "Hello, Peter," in the trailer, he may actually be speaking to Tobey Maguire, and they have chosen to leave this out through editing. That's something to think about. However, if Maguire and Garfield are truly part of the MCU Spider-Man 3, this studio has then gone to great lengths to keep their appearances a secret, as not even the official merch includes them. While Tom Holland and even Garfield himself have insisted the previous Peter Parkers are not in Spider-Man No Way Home, the MCU is known for trying to mislead the audience by having the cast throw 1 or 2 lies, to the point where fans don't believe most of the things they say anymore. Everyone is still expecting all 3 live-action Spideys to unite and team up at some point during December's Spider-Man No Way Home. So, are the fan theories correct? Is Dr. Octopus in fact speaking to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in the trailer? Unfortunately, we won't know until they release the film. In the event of no return for Maguire and Garfield as Spider-Man, it could be a problem for the MCU. Now that the speculation has evolved to a point where if they're not in the film, the audience will be disappointed. Let's hope that's not the case. Don't forget to like and subscribe.